time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing to the hill. We just step on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just step on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington football team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Washington.
An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards.
10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up
nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's good for a Washington.
27 yards there, a 1st down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them.
But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims, his third touchdown now on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And the Giants' first down.
Throwing Jones. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Looking long for his tight end. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
To number 8. Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, he's got the hook up to McLeod. Yeah, the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
New York.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Haskins. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
By the Giants.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Barkley, toss play left. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And some space here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Jones now, operating from the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. These two teams all tied after one.
Tied 7-7.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a fourth and goal.
It's fourth and goal at the 2-yard line.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. From the gun, Jones. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. On play action, Haskins. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there and a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
And they run the option here on first and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Got an open man. It's Washington. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
29 is Mike 29. Let's put him on the buses.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 29. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Mike 29. Coming to you, coming to you.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side, hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to them, 15 big yards.
First down, New York.
Jones off the play fake. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be out right at the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's second down.
Leads to second.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Jones. It got his man. Complete.
Jones.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Off play action. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Jones. That is caught at the 7. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Darius Slayton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Giants 21, Washington 14. Eddie Pinheiro set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Haskins. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Haskins. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 29 is the Mike 29.
From the gun, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Zone now. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throw to the right here to Gordon. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 19 yards away. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
New York.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Complete to
Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Jones.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Giants.
A toss out to Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let this one go. And that's caught inside the 35.
Jones.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second down and goal. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
To number 26.
Saquon Barkley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Giants 31, Washington 21. Eddie Pinheiro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun, Haskins. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It brings up third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Jones. Off play action. And that will be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
From the gun, Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Brian Burns in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this. Fourth down, here's Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time. And he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a throw here to his running back. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing again, here's Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, it's Haskins. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. To Gordon, out left. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Haskins going to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
29 is Mike 29.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Washington, 1st down. 1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
29 is Mike 29. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Now it's Haskins. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack.
3 down. 29 is Mike.
Operating from the gun. Haskins. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Catch made by Slayton. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And take it right on the 30. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Haskins to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it third and goal.
Third down and goal to go.
Throwing now is Haskins, eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over.
Today's final score, Giants.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Giants, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Washington, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on